Yes, yeah. You are tuned in to Offering Something. I am your host, Michael Bernier, feeling so good to be alive. You know that's the truth. And you know I love you for tuning into the show. Big thanks to our sponsors at Enjoy Your Life brand, Rockport Brewing Company, and New Balance. Oh, yeah. You know we have an exceptional show in store for you today. That is most certainly the truth. To my left-hand side, international hip-hop DJ Deadeye.
Salute, y'all. Peace.
How you feeling, buddy?
Feeling amazing, man.
Yeah, looking
Living
good
life,
today.
brother. Thank you.
Over here on my right-hand side, cutting up and making the sweetest beats. Love it. Hip-hop icon, my man, Vinyl Villain.
What up? How we doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's
Yeah. You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm great.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Great.
And over here on the way left-hand side, making that sweet music, Solmaria. What's up, buddy? We're new friends today. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Hell yeah. Everybody, you comfortable here?
it. Yeah.
You feel safe?
Yes.
Yeah. You?
It's all day, bro. My second time.
no
I know what
doubt.
it is.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great environment.
So, with you, I want to get right into this. What was the first full-length, it was a cassette tape that you purchased or you somehow acquired that was the one from start to finish that really turned you on to hip-hop? You were like, yo, this is my thing.
I mean, I just obtained it. Like, I didn't really buy it because I was too young.
Yeah.
I don't know how I got it. Maybe from a cousin of mine, I think.
Yeah.
And it was like an old compilation. It was called Power Rap.
Power Rap.
And it was like a side A, side B. And it was
Yeah.
like, I had like Mona Lisa on it.
Mona Lisa.
I had, like-
Could I get a date on Friday?
I had like
This year?
Freaks Come Out at Night, Lottie Dottie.
Wow.
Class.
Hey, lots of hot. Yeah, so we got
So that was probably the first
standouts
joint.
for you on there.
Lottie Dottie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that was it. You
was
had
the
that
one.
tape. You
I had
listened
that
to
tape, and then I acquired a couple other things like a couple vinyl like
it.
Rob Bass and Easy Rock, Joy and Pain,
Yeah.
and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like stuff like
critical
that.
transitions
But
in
just
the
like early
in the hip
stuff
hop
for me,
game.
for
Yeah.
me, you know?
Yeah.
That was those were really like early influences for me. You know what I mean?
So
And like PMD and things like that, obviously, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, of course. Yeah. What does he got? Some new front porch sessions going on?
Who?
Eric Sermon. You see this?
Oh, no, well, he's making
Live
beats on the
band.
floor.
Nah. It's like a new podcast. You see this?
No.
Maybe Eric Sermon just happened to be on the show when I saw our front
Oh,
porch
fire.
sessions.
Okay, I gotta check
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
performing and stuff on the porch.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what's
that's
going
fire.
on there.
It's like Tiny Desk.
Yeah, it's this kind of thing. Front porch, like in New Jersey, I believe is what's going on here.
dope.
Yeah,
That's fire.
Bricks behind them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you listen to hip hop, right, and you fall in love with the art form, the culture that surrounds it, I assume it starts to influence you, your style of dress, the way you walk, the way you talk, right?
Everything.
Yeah. So,
It's a lifestyle, so it's not like you have to like become it. You kind of just like it's in you or not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So you feel like it's not just the music, that hip hop is an actual lifestyle that you're living within. So there's a subculture that is people that are
There's
living
elements to it.
hip hop.
There's street culture, you know, jail culture, dance culture. You know, it's tied to the streets. It's tied to poetry. It's tied to African roots. It's tied to jazz. It's tied to a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Who would you say are some of the individuals, and I'd like to hear this from, I guess, all of you, that you feel are like living, breathing examples of what the hip hop culture is?
Young, new, or old.
Anytime, everywhere. Who are the people that you would
the
say
epitome to me
are
is
actually what you
My
feel is the-
KRS is probably the epitome of like breathing hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I know exactly what you're saying there.
That's probably that for me.
Yeah, you feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, as far as you know, OG, yeah, probably. I would agree with
Probably.
KRS. You know, as far as embodying, yeah,
So what?
the entire culture.
When you're saying this, is there somebody y'all have in mind that is like new wave, that is like this beautiful rebirth of what hip hop really is to you?
I mean, I think like J. Cole has a
Yeah.
vibe like that.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he's not technically new, but like
Right.
you know what I mean. He kind of like blew up and then kind of went more like real, like instead of just kind of
Right,
being more
exactly.
commercial. He decided to connect with his fans and connect with the people instead, and that is gonna be what keeps him around for a long, long, long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
So-
a realistic individual talking about actual things that are happening in his life and remaining connected to humans instead of continuing to separate from society.
Yep.
Yeah. So as you listen to hip hop, and one of the parts you're falling in love with is the lyrics, and somehow you land at, I want to be a DJ.
Yep.
How there wasn't there a short rap situation in between there?
Nah.
What was the
It
first DJ
like
name?
D.
All right.
There was no rap. It was like kind of like a choice, right? So
Yeah.
you just kind of like for me, I was playing ball, and then that didn't work out. So I was like, all right, what am I gonna do next? And then you know what I'm saying?
These were so what you're saying is the options that were presented to you that seemed
like a
realistic.
young age, you know what I'm saying?
And where are you growing up at?
In Lawrence.
In
I was
Lawrence,
probably,
Massachusetts.
Like 12 to like 16 years old. So
So at that time,
you're still young.
what you're
Figuring
viewing
stuff
as options are playing basketball or
doing some type of music, some type
something
of
associated with
production, some
music.
type of that's what I wanted to do, is like make beats and make
Yeah.
songs and things like that.
So what was your first interjection into the game?
Well, I bought turntables
Okay.
in like 97.
What was the mixer?
It was all Gemini stuff. It was
Yeah,
all
you bought
Gemini
that
stuff.
kit from the
And then
catalog.
the Gemini, it was like a cheap little Gemini joint,
Yeah.
and then I think I bought one like out of my own pocket, out of like maybe like upstairs records, like catalog or something, or like
Yeah.
a Music Factory.
Yeah,
catalog or
I know the
something. I
book.
think I bought like some.
Came with- you got the
I forget
coffin with
the
it.
number or whatever. It was a Gemini mixer, but it had like the 8-second sample.
Samples. Yeah, it had four of them, didn't it?
Nah, I just had the one button.
Oh, the
You held it
circle.
and you
Yeah,
could- you could
yeah.
trigger it.
Yeah.
And you
That
could,
might- that's-
you could
I think
trigger it
that's
with
in
the
this
fader.
room.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it was cool because you could trigger it with the fader, and then you could loop beats that didn't have instrumentals. Like when you bought the vinyl, like it didn't have it, so you could just loop the part
That's right.
and do blends over that. You know what I mean? So it was dope. It was
Wow.
dope. Crazy times, man.
So from those days to now, how similar is the equipment that you're using?
It's not similar. I mean, I guess it does the same type of job.
Yeah.
But it's obviously more advanced, and there's more sample
Evolved.
time. There's more everything. It's very, very evolved.
Is there vinyl on the table? Is this happening?
I mean, I can do it, and I do it. but-
Yeah. How
but
often is there
it's
vinyl?
mostly, it depends. Mostly if I'm in my own space, or unless like I'm DJing a club that just wants vinyl
Yeah.
that night.
But otherwise, it's a computer. What is it? Little CD turntable things?
Yeah, basically. Or
Well,
or
yeah,
like the
mostly
rain,
digital,
or like the
yeah.
rain joints. Like they look like big records, but it's
Yeah.
all digital. It's just tied to the
So
computer.
you actually have a record.
Yeah,
under your hands.
it's
I
like a
got you.
record,
So-
but it's not. It's just like a digital
yeah.
trigger. You know what I
I
mean?
got you. Yeah.
Do you use Serato?
Yeah, I use Serato, but I use like CDJs when I'm DJing out,
Yeah.
so I don't have to bring mad equipment, like mad stuff. I just
Yeah.
bring like my CDJ setup with
Yeah.
my mixer, and that's it, and I'm good.
Word
That's
up.
usually what I do, what I bring out. But I've done the vinyl stuff before too. I actually did a gig for a brewery, a local brewery. They wanted me to just play vinyl, and I was like, all right. It was like an art gallery.
Yeah.
So I played vinyl for like probably like 3 hours or something.
And you bring the crates?
Yeah, I
You got
brought
a
the
lot-
crates. And I didn't have to bring a lot of crates because they had like performances and stuff. So
Yeah.
I just played like, I probably brought like a bag and like a crate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's enough.
Is there a lot of crates where you live full of
Oh.
records? How many?
I mean, I got rid of the actual like crates.
Right. No more milk crates? Are they on shelves?
Nah, yeah, they're in shelves. They're in shelves now. I got rid of all the crates. Now all I have is like it's a crate, but it's the old mail joints.
No. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like the post, like the post from the post office.
Yeah.
I know
It's like
what
the
you're
Oh, yeah. It's
the-
like kind of
the-
like
the white back,
cardboardish
the white-
with
it's like
some
plastic
wax
though.
on it.
Those are
Yeah.
It's
pretty-
like
those are
plastic
pretty sturdy.
joints.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
Very-
probably like one of those.
That's
I got
what
left.
you'll
But
bring
all,
out?
All the rest, no. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I would use that to travel.
Yeah.
And then a bag, like a big record bag from like the 90s, like them big short ones, you know what I'm talking about? Like
You
one of
got,
those.
you got vinyls all over your house? How many rooms are we in with these?
I got one room with, I don't know, maybe like 5,000 records, maybe.
Damn, bro.
Is that what you're looking at?
Oh no, I'm not.
feel like
I'm not
it's
at the
way more than
5,000 mark.
It's the
She's
number-
like, it's way more.
Yeah,
The number
around, like,
sounds,
1,500, probably
yeah,
2,000.
the number sounds high, but when you look at it, you're like, it's probably in that range, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3,000 to 5,000.
too many to
something
count
Per
at this
genre.
point.
Yeah, per genre. Yeah.
When you think about, so what year was this when you say you started your career, when you got the first setup? Where are we at? 86?
No, this is like 97,
97. All right. And you're how old?
16.
Okay. And from then, fast forward to now, what would you say, like personally, those standout accomplishments that you're like, yeah, I'm glad I did that?
Yeah, no, there's a few
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
There's like
What are those?
there's a few groups that I was DJing for before I took off with the artists that I'm working with now, or that I've been working with a long time. So, you know, not that you wish that those things didn't become great, but
Yeah.
it led me to a path to get to where I needed to go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, where I needed to be. So, you know.
All right. Was there things along this journey that are iconic in your mind? That you were like, yeah, I didn't really think I was going to be doing this. As much as I knew I was on this path,
Yeah, nah, I feel
I'm
you.
quite like,
I mean,
whoa.
some going to see like some things in the world was great, but like show wise, like
Yeah.
I mean, doing like 20,000 in like Czech Republic, like, that was pretty insane.
What was that for? What are you doing in Czech
Hip-hop
Republic
camp.
in front
It
of
was hip-hop camp.
20,000? Hip hop camp?
Hip hop camp, it's a
Camp.
festival.
Who's performing?
That night it was La Coca was the headliners,
Yeah.
La Coca Nostra, and then the night before that it was Method Man.
Yeah.
But then, like, in between then, it was, like, Planet Asia, Camp Low, Self Scientific,
What?
B.O.B. There was a bunch of people. And
Look at
some rock
that.
acts, too. Some rock acts, too.
Who were you DJing for out there?
For Terminology.
For Term.
And then we brought Rex out. That was the first time Rex had been to Europe ever, too. And he did that festival, too. He just did it the day before.
How did Rex go over out there in the
Good,
Czech
good.
Republic?
He was
Yeah.
already big in Europe, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, he had never been out there. So
We just mentioned Term and Rex. What is ST the Squad? What is that?
it's a collective from the 978, which is Lawrence, Lowell, Haverhill, you know, pretty much from those three cities.
A collective of rappers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Artists, rappers, street entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
You
Tell
know?
me more about this operation, though, because what I see is like,
Yeah, it's a bunch of talented human beings. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of
give me
smart-
some
bunch of
names.
smart brothers.
Who are the like the
Terminology,
front line 32
Terminology,
members? Yeah.
Rex,
Yeah.
Easy Money,
Yeah.
myself, Superstar Snook, Artisan, Hectic, Machete, shout out Clip. Man, you know,
Yeah.
we just been like brothers for a long time. You know what I mean? Rex is relatively new to being a part of the team, even though
Yeah.
he's been part of the team for like 20
he's
years.
been there by his side the whole time, but he wasn't waiting.
He actually was
flag.
the first feature that Term and Easy got on their single. Rex was on it. first one.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like a full circle thing.
I love it. I love it.
That's fam for a long time. I went to high school with him, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It was just natural for him to just. 'Cause he was
You play
already
basketball with him?
Yeah, I used to play ball.
Lefty, he got some
not
game.
basketball with him, but like in the same like area. Like we used to go to this crib.
I played with him
and
a
it was
bunch.
like this family, and like they had a bunch of brothers, and they all played ball. And he was cool with like the older brothers because he's like 3 years older than me.
Yeah.
So he was cooler with the older brothers, and then I was cooler with the younger brothers. So we would get up, and they was the only people with like a hoop in their backyard and shit,
Yeah.
like official.
Yeah.
So we would go there
Sure.
to play. So that's why I met him and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but he was with the older crowd though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Before he rapped.
Before he rapped, when he was
Well, he probably was rapping,
Corey,
but he wasn't known as
Corey playing basketball,
Yo,
lefty,
facts.
South Lawrence Courts, Prospect Hill often.
Probably, yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
Rolling with Weeble.
Probably.
So what would you say it is as a DJ that has separated you from the others and allowed you to continue to progress in the game? Because a lot of people have these visions of being a DJ and touring the world, and they just fall off and disappear and are working at AT&T now.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with AT&T, right?
No, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
So-
Different paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think it is about you that has allowed you to continue in this game?
Pretty much like I kind of like decided like to move on from certain things that like I was kind of like I had conquered, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying, in
Yeah.
the game. So like, you know, I only really got turntables to make beats. I didn't get turntables to DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I didn't have a beat machine, but my boy in school did, and he didn't have turntables. So we would get up, but we wouldn't get up often. We would get up. But I got the turntables in my crib. What I'm gonna do? Just not mess with him
Yes.
because he's not coming through. So then I started DJing. You know what I mean? So it was out of like just like what I had.
Yeah, what was available to you.
Yeah. So yeah, and then from there I started doing clubs and mixtapes after that.
Yeah.
And then I started doing mixtapes like hosted by like big artists.
Yeah. Run off some
Or
of
like
the artists
like
that
bigger
you-
artists that like, or just people that people were into. But
Yeah. Redman, AZ.
Yeah, Redman, AZ, Capone, from CNN, Ransom,
What?
Ransom, Wu-Tang,
What Wu-Tang members?
Method Man, Master Killer, Ghostface,
Yeah.
Mathematics. Man,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a few tapes. Oh, D Block.
Ooh. You know I love the Lux.
Cormega. Yeah,
Quite certain he was in this room. Yeah, he recorded a verse here.
Yeah, he's the man. That's my guy, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ill dude.
It was
Ill
good.
dude.
And his cousin, I can't remember his name, was good too.
Yeah. Nah, that's my guy, man. Cool,
Yeah.
cool guy. Great dude.
So when we think back to like the 90s era of hip hop, so much associated with it was like street credibility, right? There was a
Yeah,
certain
you had to be
vibe.
original.
Yeah, to be like real. There was much more the gangster presence. This type of thing was more.
It
on the
really
forefront.
set in like the mid '90s. Like
Yeah.
it was like either you were like a rapper or like you was a gangster.
Yeah.
Like, there was a difference, you know. And then it got mixed. You know what I'm saying? I think it had to do with like the labels or like the success of like NWA, things like that. You know what I mean? Now everybody wants to promote that type of shit.
Yeah.
because it's big. So, you know, I think the labels played a part in like trying to make the rapper more gangster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it just happened naturally.
Quite a
too.
show
Like some of the
from there.
greatest ones just happened naturally, like Raekwon and Cuban Link, and then you know, Biggie and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And Snoop and you know what I mean? Like some of that's just naturally gangster and dope and street. You know what I mean?
It's just
But it's dope storytelling. It's all fire. It's not just trying to make shit street.
right.
You know what I mean?
I do. I know exactly what you mean.
'Cause they come from the same thing, but they're separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hip hop is entertainment. I mean, not hip hop itself, but you know what I mean? Rap is entertainment.
When I look over the list of people you work with, I see on here Kanye West. Did that happen?
I never worked with Kanye.
Okay.
I did a bunch of remixes and things like that to some of his joints, and then me and the team was in. I always mess up the name of the venue, whatever venue it was.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Knitting Factory
Yes.
in Manhattan or something like that.
I know that room.
Maybe, but it was like a Tribe Called Quest like reunion show or something, and nobody knew but Kanye was gonna be in the building.
Oh yeah.
So we knew, but nobody else knew that was coming to the party. So I get there, I go backstage, and it's like Tribe, like I think Brand Nubian was back there, Kanye, Big Sean. Before Big Sean was Big Sean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What kind of work you put in with Be Real? Noriega.
I done shows with Nori and stuff. Yeah, I done shows with Nori. And who was that? Who else you knew?
Be Real?
Be Real. We went to Be Real's Be Real TV, and we did termed it Smoke Box there.
He did?
Yeah, and then I did
Awesome.
I didn't see that one.
I did my homegirl Beans' podcast too, Be Real, which that she had with this other dude. I forget the name of it, but yeah, I did that with Term, and then and we was just there, and then Be Real was just DJing, and then we done shows. I've been to mad shows with Cypress. Actually, I did a show with Cypress. Mad wild, mad weird. I'm sleeping in the crib. I got a call. It's my man Poison Pen. He's like, yo, what you doing later? I'm like, nothing. What's up? He's like, yo, we coming to town. I need you to DJ. I need you to come DJ for me or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. Where is it? He's like, oh, it's like at the Paradise, I think. I was like, all right, cool. No doubt. Boom, I get there. It's Immortal Technique. It's not Poison Pen. He's just with Immortal Technique. He wants me to DJ for Immortal Technique. And they're opening for Cypress.
Yeah.
I had no clue. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? Tell me more information. It's crazy. So,
You just show up.
yeah, crazy. So, yeah. And then, but I you know, I've done shows with them, and, you know, shit. One time we were on the Red MF tour, and they were backstage chilling, smoking, you know? Yeah, it was cool.
Wait a minute. Something tragic happened with the Red and Meth tour at some point, right?
Nah, that shit was triumphant, bro. We had bumps, but you know, you get through. It's 2 months, man. That's a long time to not have nothing go wrong.
Yeah. And memories for a lifetime.
Yeah, we had like the car breakdown and stuff like that, but it was a great time.
Overall, A+.
Yeah, that shit was A+, bro.
Yeah.
I still got relationships to this day from that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it was like 15
Redman.
years ago.
Method Man, yeah.
Even just behind the scene guys that are just like the ill dudes, you know what I mean? That connect everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Still relationships to this day from that. So
It takes a team.
Top 5 dead or alive, Vinyl Villain. What do you got, buddy?
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
Wow.
Right into
iconic,
it.
bro.
Get it.
What do you say?
Rappers or producers?
Rappers, let's go.
Rappers.
Yeah, mate.
Top 5.
Yeah, you heard me, I believe.
All right.
That's I can't do 5.
Let's go.
Can't
So
do
let's
them in
make it
order.
3.
Yeah, I can't
No
do it in
order necessary.
Yeah, no necessary order.
Yeah.
Cool G Rap, Rakim, Biggie, Jay-Z, Redman.
Great list.
It is. It was unsuspecting, your list. How about you? You got this in you?
And it'll change every day.
What is it today? DJ Deadeye, top 5, dead or alive. Give it to me, boy.
Rapper or producer?
Rappers.
Rapper.
Yeah. Lay it out.
KRS.
Okay.
Gotta be in there.
Check.
Jay-Z. Gotta be in there. Wu-Tang as a collective.
As a collective, I'll take that. Wu-Tang again and again.
Run DMC.
All right.
That's 4, right?
That is 4. Leaving out.
That's a tough question.
Big Pun.
Big pun.
Ooh, I like that.
Yo, you took my list.
Putting them in there.
That's
You're up
random.
next. Your list better not be the same. Solmaria, top 5 rappers dead or alive. Put it out there for me. It can't be the same.
I would say it's
It could be Sim.
I would probably just add Missy Elliott to that list.
No doubt.
Just because I grew up in church, so I missed out on.
What do you mean? You slept in there?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Treats, silicios, vigilias, like all type. Yeah, man. I spent the week in church one time. I didn't eat for 7 days, yo. Fasting. I'm serious.
Don't they have that little piece
All
of
I had was
cardboard
water.
thing there for you? Is
No, it's like a.
No, we slept on the pews or the floor.
that real?
Yeah,
Wow.
Pentecostal. I
Okay.
couldn't I had to wear skirts, dresses. Yeah, man, it was a real deal.
That's wild.
4 to
I wasn't doing that.
25. Yeah.
From 4 to
From
25?
4 to 25.
Like 25 years old?
5 years old, bro.
Wow.
I got married. I had 3 kids. I'm divorced now. And,
Yeah.
whatever, but yeah, man. I had a
We got
whole-
right into this.
Woo.
From the
Top 5.
From the top,
Top 5.
dead or
I want
alive.
to
Top 5.
So
Jesus.
hold on, but segue into that.
Facts.
I'm getting my hip hop education from
There you go.
Yeah, we
this
doing.
gentleman right here. So yeah.
So you said Missy Elliott. Can we
Yes.
talk about this as a collective here?
I mean,
Do we feel that Missy Elliott should have been the first female rapper to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
not the first one. No.
I don't
think
think
so?
she should have been the first one, but she's a good first one.
I mean, I
That'll
think
open. I think that'll open the floodgates.
but should she have been the first one? Is my question.
Nah, I don't think so. And,
you
and what
feel-
is it? What is it? Rock and Roll Hall of
That's
Fame.
what it
Hall
is.
of Fame,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Rock and Roll Hall of
first
Fame?
female
Wow.
rapper inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's
There's so
tough.
many before.
But
I think-
she's mad successful though. So,
That's what I'm saying.
So
I
it's
think
not
it's
like you can
because
say,
of
nah,
that
she's
stuff
not
and how
worthy.
she played the
Nah,
game.
she's worthy to be the
She's
first
definitely
one.
been
She's worthy to be the first one.
Yeah.
But
But
we're
there's
talking
other
about the
ones
skill
that
set
could have been
here.
the first one.
Yeah. Is she the best rapper and the first one that should be inducted? Like before, like even MC Light?
What
That's
is-
what I was gonna say. Like
Yeah,
there's
I was
people like
thinking,
Light.
yeah.
There's people like Latifah. There's people like
Definitely Queen Latifah should have been before, even if they're going in that direction of
For sure.
who's uber successful.
Yeah.
I felt
Yeah.
right away when I saw it. I was in a hotel in West Virginia. It came on the TV, and immediately I felt disrespected for MC Light.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't even believe this. I can't.
Turn the
Yeah.
TV
I
off.
feel what you mean, but I understand why Missy would
Me
be
too.
the one.
And it's not disrespect
and
to,
it's not
to
no
Missy
disrespect
Elliott.
to Miss-
It always goes back to like who makes these decisions. Like what are the
Who's
What?
making that decision?
What are the prerequisites? Because I get the same type of feeling when like any award show across the board.
It
but-
could be just stats too.
especially music.
Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Missy got
Based on
points on the
stats,
board. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Light does too. But
I
it's
know,
a different
but yeah,
board.
but nobody knows who she
That's
is.
a different
so
board,
really,
you feel
I
me?
get it.
Yeah.
100%.
Nah, Light's known like crazy. But
But in the mainstream, is she? Is what I'm saying.
yeah. Even Missy ain't like in the spotlight like that no more. Like
Not
that,
anymore.
that.
No.
She comes in and out.
Well, she's probably like behind the scenes, like voices in Disney movies.
She
and
been
stuff,
doing
like,
mad
you know.
behind the
She
scenes.
did a remix with Lin-Manuel for some animated movie, Vivo. It was
No
kinda-
idea.
But yeah, she's on everything. She hops on like a lot of more like commercially relevant stuff.
She's up
like
there
that
in like the
one-
Oprah level.
Yeah, there's this new
Yeah.
duo called Flyana Boss that's like I don't know. They got bars, in my opinion.
They
But
got bars.
They got bars, in my opinion. Yeah, and they're
What is the
older
name?
too. They're like
What's the name?
30 something. They're not like.
That's
Like,
all right. It still
yeah.
works.
But yeah, no,
Still moving.
she did a collaboration with them, and it's just she makes smart choices as
Yeah.
far as like staying relevant and
Yeah.
you know
Current.
staying talked about. Yeah.
Why is your name Vinyl Villain?
Because I collect vinyl.
What do you do that's
Villainously.
villainous, boy?
Villainously collects.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I villain it. Yeah.
So, like, is there gonna
he
be some
said
vinyls
earlier,
missing?
I obtain vinyl.
You obtain. What
Happens.
percentage of the vinyl that you have in your collection was actually paid for?
Oh no, I would say 90% of
Okay.
it. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The
Now what-
rest were gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do? In your words, what is your contribution to the hip hop industry?
I produce. I'm a music producer, hip hop
And-
producer.
And if someone has no idea what
Engineer.
that means, what exactly do you do?
I make beats
Yeah.
and I network with artists and record songs.
Walk me
to those
through
beats that I make.
this beat making process.
Oh man, it changes from time to time.
Yeah.
But it usually starts with just listening to a record and waiting to hear a sample.
So it all
Something
stems
that-
from a sample.
Yeah.
All right. So we put a record on the turntable. It's rolling. We slow it down a little bit. You're like, oh, there it is. I can see that right there. You take that. It's already connected to your computer, right?
Yeah.
Now
Well, I
you
run.
just-
So yeah, I run that through the 404
Okay.
because it gives it a little bit of texture.
Yeah, makes it a little richer.
Yep. And then
Ooh, that's
yeah,
rich
you
now.
know, yep.
And then it's in the
Can
computer.
I just have you narrate? Like, you
Yeah.
gotta come with me
Ooh,
next
there
time.
he goes.
Yeah.
What a smooth transition into
That's
that
it.
Mac.
Perfect.
Yeah, brother.
I need narration in my life.
Then you cut. You find the temp. You find the little clip you want. You find the tempo, and then what's next? I'm gonna go ahead and say that the drums are the next thing here.
It depends. So that's where it varies. So
Okay.
sometimes, if the sample, like if the loop is chef's kiss,
Yeah, chef's kiss.
then I'll
Have you heard this expression before?
Yeah, TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah.
I ain't really getting down like that. You know what chef's kiss is?
That's old school.
Is that old school?
Yeah.
She's like, what does that mean? Who knows? I just say things. Carry on.
So if the sample's good enough, I just let it,
Chef's kiss.
that's that, and I'll try to find some drums to put over it, go through some breaks. Sometimes I'll find a break first and loop that up and then
What's a
chop the
break?
sample. Like a drum loop.
Okay. A little beat break.
Yeah, I'll take a like 2 4-bar loop, chop it up, loop that so that'll play, and then I'll chop the sample up and I'll play different parts over that break, see what works.
Yeah.
It's like collage making.
So
There's no process. Like
there's no process.
So
it's just
what,
throw it at
what I can say. No, every Sunday I go live.
I know Sunday samples. I'm getting there. This guy. But I back to this beat making process here. Is there ever a keyboard involved, a MIDI device? Are you playing, laying out some additional bass lines on there, this type of thing? Are you straight up, it's all samples cut up like so, and then you're adding, what's the drum machine again? Did he say that?
I use it's actually called Machine by Native Instruments.
Okay. And as far as that stands in the industry, people are familiar with the Native.
Oh yeah.
You know this?
Yes, indeed. You know this too.
I know. I'm just explaining to the world, man. That's like an industry standard.
It is.
What are you
Yeah,
recording
that
into?
or the
You a Pro
MPC.
Tools guy?
No, so Machine has
Oh,
its own
yeah,
software.
it does.
Yeah.
So then everything is just perfectly quantized. As perfect as you want it to be.
Sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta leave. You need more natural.
A little
swing.
drawl to it, a little drag.
Exactly.
Got my swagger back. Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Throw some swing on the drums.
So what's this Sunday samples thing?
So Sunday
I see you
samples,
sitting there, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday samples, man. I just started doing this like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, I'll go live on Instagram and pick a record or a couple records from my stash.
Yeah.
And I kind of rhythm roulette it.
Rhythm roulette it.
Yeah.
Before this goes too far, people like it. They're clicking like on it. There's all hundreds of people saying this is incredible. Thank you. We love you.
Tune in.
Yeah. He's just a modest dude over here. Tune in. Sunday samples. What's your Instagram situation?
At the Real Vinyl Villain.
At the Real Vinyl Villain. That's how I knew you like to slow it down a little bit. And then you're like, ooh, there it is. There it is.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, he's a say things twice guy. He is.
Facts.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Tony 2 times.
There he is.
It's only 2 times. There he is.
So you didn't always listen to hip hop music? That wasn't a thing in your life from 4 to 25?
Unfortunately, no.
And you
not in our household.
Not in your household. Were you sneaking it in at points?
My brother, my older brother was, so shout out to him.
Yeah. Does he have a name?
Well, his name's Angel.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So he's the one that introduced you to hip hop, like listening, like you run outside, or like your parents would leave.
Yeah, I mean, inadvertently, because all right, so I tell this story all the time, but
well, tell it again. I ain't ever heard
trying to
it.
summarize
Like you've
it.
never told it before.
I'm a little long-winded sometimes, so I'm trying.
Oh,
I'm trying.
well, now that you're aware of that, don't
condense
be.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's that easy.
Exactly.
it is.
Y'all need an easy button up in here.
Sorry.
But anyways, so my mom was very much, religious, brought us to church 4 or 5 times a week. Like, it was pretty intense. So, there was a lot of rules. One of them being we weren't allowed to listen to secular music. Anything that wasn't gospel, it wasn't about Jesus. If it wasn't in the hymnal or if it didn't talk about God.
Wow, it seems limiting.
Oh. Oh, it was. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, my mom would go into my brother's room to, clean, whatever, pick up. She found a Wu-Tang CD.
Oh, yeah.
She was like, Señora Prenda, which is basically like, she started rebuking the devil and like had a whole thing happen. And then she put the CD in the freezer. And then I was like, kind of sneaking around the corner, like, oh, what's she doing? Like, I didn't want to be in the crossfires of her rampage. So I just observed and I was like, yo, I didn't get to listen to it, but it was just like, for something to have that much impact on someone that she
That
was
they
just,
put
like,
it in the freezer?
put it in the freezer and she
I'm a
brought it
little
outside
confused.
to shatter it with a hammer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Look
literally
at
smashed it
that.
into pieces.
No
So
joke.
that was a thing. And
Okay.
And then after, probably listen to something else that was around.
Yeah.
And then
That's
after
quite
that,
a
it was a
dramatic
couple years
approach at eliminating.
later. My friend Evelyn, her dad was really into like sound systems and music. He had like every Michael Jackson project ever, and disco and like just everything. Like from the 50s, like Sinatra, Rat Pack, all that. Yeah.
Rat Pack,
the Beatles. And so my musical
really get down with
taste
the
was
Beatles.
expanded to, I mean, just his variety was just literally everything. Country, like, it was just vast, But the biggest one was, obviously the hip hop R&B, because that's where I sort of live now. And it was cool.
Right on.
was cool,
I
yeah.
love it. And now, would you say that hip hop music is in the forefront of what you listen to?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Word up.
Definitely.
Who is the best rapper that's young and coming out of Lawrence right now, or in this market you speak of, Lawrence, Lowell, Haverhill? That you see some potential in. Maybe nobody knows who this individual is yet. Maybe they do.
Rapper.
Coming up, whatever you want to call it, making
There's a
music,
few
making
artists.
waves. Who?
There's a few artists.
Who are they?
That girl Isha.
Isha, yeah.
She's good. Who else, yo? 978. Damn.
There's a group, Glass House.
Glass House. They got mad people over there too. My man H Blanco's nasty.
Glass House, H Blanco.
Man.
There's yeah.
All right, let's step out of the 978. Who you really feeling right now?
Younger.
Yeah, sure.
Younger artists or whatever. Anything.
I just
stick to I'm not
familiar with. I guess.
For me, I stick to what I know. You see what we was listening to upstairs. So like, I stick to like that type of stuff for the most part. But
I see you putting out music with this one particular artist recently, right?
Runt Dog?
Yeah, Runt Dog.
Yeah.
So
he's not necessarily a new artist, but yeah, I did 3 albums with him.
Why?
Or 2 albums? No, 2 albums and a mixtape. My bad.
What is it that makes you want to do 3 albums with Runt Dog?
One, he was kind of like, he's nasty, and he's just sitting on the. He was kind of just sitting on the bench, like waiting for.
It was there
for a doc to like, put him in the game or something. I don't know, but
so you came.
I was like, yo, what you got? What you got leaning around? He sent me a bunch of his stuff. I mixed them with Element, my engineer, and we put out the first album, and we ended up getting a Redman joint on it that was just kind of in the vault sitting around. That Runt was on with Ready Rock, and then that helped it. And then we had a bunch of other features. We had Do It All Do from Lords of the Underground.
Yeah.
Young Z was on it.
Yeah.
Rex was on it. So
So after that first album came out, you're like, I'm quite happy with this.
It just kind of like helped. I just kind of like wanted to help him to do the one joint,
move it along,
but then we had a bunch of stuff that was kind of like sitting around.
Yeah.
That was better, in a sense. Some of that stuff was a little older. Some of that stuff was on mixtapes.
That was like the stuff to get out of the way.
Yeah, some of those joints were out, but not out. You know what I mean?
Not on an album. I gotcha. I know that process.
So when we were doing the second album, that was a little bit more like hands-on, like.
You were involved in selecting the beats that were gonna.
Yeah, because the song. I mean, some of the songs weren't done on the first album that I helped finish.
Yeah.
But the second album was more like a from scratch type of situation.
DJ Deadeye Productions.
Yeah, it was a more from scratch situation for sure.
Yeah.
And that one had Term on it. What was on that? Rex was on that, I think. No. Young Z again.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Facts.
Hey.
But yeah, we kept it in house. My man Paulie Cicero did a bunch of the beats.
Yeah.
We kept it.
Who are you typically working with for beats? Have you guys crossed? Hold on. You guys know each other before today?
Yes. Oh, definitely. That's my guy right there.
That's your guy right there.
We know each other for a while. Yeah, we know each other.
Okay, and how do you know each other? Just from the game?
Just from the game, and I used to frequent this area, and he's from this area.
Where are you from? We didn't even. Where were you born? Where'd you come out of the womb?
Oh no. So I wasn't born here, but where
were you born?
Here. Huh? I was born in Malden.
Malden, Massachusetts. That's here. Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Born in Malden, Massachusetts. Yeah.
So y'all cross paths when? At what point? You know the day? Where were you? How do you hear about this guy? Any of your artists ever make
the internet? You hear about people through the internet, but
got you.
Yeah, and then
but I think I've seen you maybe out here, or maybe out here, right?
Yeah.
So this is like the first real meeting.
Mike was DJing right there, probably.
It's the first real talking at length with each other.
Nah.
No. Okay. He's like, nah. Where you going with this?
You have to clarify.
Just trying to figure out what I'm involved with here.
Nah. That's the homie right there. So we haven't worked, but we've been talking about working for a while. So.
All right. Well, I hope you work together.
Yeah, we will definitely. Very soon.
Talking about so what do you do anyway, Solmaria? You're a musician. I know we've got that out there, and you're ultimately a singer, songwriter.
Singer, songer. Wow, I
Songer.
can't. Not a talker. Okay, singer, songwriter. I also rap. I freestyle.
Yeah.
I've been hitting up a lot of ciphers over the last like year and a half. That's been really, really fun.
You mean like you're standing in a room, camera, and there's a bunch of people, and then you move forward, do your thing? What percentage is absolutely off of the top of your head? Because you're not talking about like a battle rap situation.
No,
you're talking about
just
VET cipher, and you step up. It's
just flowing.
You just have the first couple lines in your head.
Singing, rapping, going from Spanish to English. Like, yeah.
Okay.
On the spot.
So, for the music, are you recording music on Vinyl Villain Beats that Deadeye is producing?
That would be dope, actually. So.
Yeah.
If that could happen, but working on.
And now executive produced by you.
Working on a few projects.
Yeah, for sure.
Which has been dope. You know?
Like singing choruses? What's happening?
I mean, she has songs before I got in the mix that she wants to put together to put out. Yeah. She's been performing them for like a little while. So she wants to put those out. But we got a real like album style project in the works, singing and rapping.
10 tracks?
Something like that.
Features on there?
Yeah, it'll have features.
Yeah? Who?
All over maybe. I mean, we don't know yet, but we got a little blueprint.
We're cooking.
We cooking.
It's top secret.
We cooking. We got a few things in the works. So I'm gonna showcase her on like my next my next album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things like that. Just to start getting the wheel to turn on like my side of the situation, because she's been doing her own thing for whatever. So just to
it's
get
like another Run Dog scenario here.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah. Very similar. No?
Not the same. It's different.
Not the same, yeah. Where's Run Dog at? New Jersey?
Nah, he from Jersey. Yeah, he from Newark. He's up in like Poughkeepsie now, I think.
Okay.
Or around that area.
That's fun to say, Poughkeepsie.
You like that? Poughkeepsie makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's like some old farm type of.
Poughkeepsie.
Yeah. People out there ain't that happy.
Not that happy. It's not a happy place.
Nah. It can be happy, I'm sure.
Lived in Poughkeepsie.
It just
Mom's
sounds,
a gypsy.
Upstate New York is just.
That was fire.
Yeah.
You just don't know what you're getting up there.
No,
Every town is different, or you just don't know. Besides, like say like Syracuse, because you know there's like a school.
Yeah,
there's a school attached.
in Syracuse.
Like you don't really know what
Funkin' Waffles. Yeah.
Would be up there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Western Mass. Like you don't know, like you feel me?
Yeah, I know. It seems
or like
the most
driving through like Pennsylvania, like
oh my god,
you don't know what none of those towns is about. So like,
but you have these weird thoughts about what's going on inside of the basements of these places, and perhaps people are like chained to walls in there. Get uncomfortable.
You just don't know. Like
there.
it's crazy.
I'm still stuck on you rhyming Poughkeepsie with gypsy, and I was like, oh, I thought you were gonna keep going, but anyway.
That's from some song.
Oh yeah.
Lived in Poughkeepsie. Mom's was a gypsy. What is that?
I don't have no clue.
Somewhere in the like.
I don't have those lyrics in my Rolodex. Those ain't in the Rolodex.
That's hard though. Either way.
You're gonna know the song when I get to it eventually.
You're gonna be like, this one.
Oh yeah,
I remember.
So how do we get hip with you on like the Instagram jam?
Well,
What's your handle out there?
OMG. ITZSOL.
Oh my God, it's Soul. OMGITZSOL.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Right on. And then the name that comes up is Solmaria.
Solmaria, yes.
Yeah. I can say it now. What's your Instagram situation? What was it? The real Vinyl Villain?
Yes, sir.
Was there a fake one?
There are.
There are?
Yeah.
What?
They're the true villains.
I guess you could call them that.
It seems like it.
Yeah, they're trying to take the fame.
It's a lot of villainy happening.
Facts.
Nah, because there are, you know what I mean? And I don't want to give them any more credit than they deserve or don't deserve. But yeah, there's some other shit out there.
Wild.
But they're not the real Vinyl Villain.
Exactly.
Did you spell real correctly?
Yes.
All right.
Everything is spelled
Not
correctly.
the real, y'all.
No.
There's just one thing. Grand Puba didn't make it on anybody's list.
Oh man, but this is the thing. You only gave us 5 names, bro.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
and
for
now
real?
Copy.
Like,
Come
bro,
on.
for real.
It
If I was to
change.
make a list, I gotta be 50 and
know.
down. Because there's so many people that are so like crazily ill that any day could
It's
be like your
outrageous
favorite
to
rapper.
ask me a top 5. It's like
Top 50 for me, bro.
Yeah,
Because I'll start putting groups in, all types of things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, because Big L has to be in the
Big L's
conversation.
in the conversation.
Right?
Like Grand Poo was in the conversation. Like there's so many Prodigy. Come on, bro. Like Nas, fucking Cube. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like it could go on and on. Scarface, Outkast. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just in there. Like no matter what.
Go back to my CD collections, my 2 that each hold 250 CDs. It's probably 500 albums in there.
You know what I mean?
Hip hop from that era. That
Biggie's in there.
Like I couldn't do
Jay-Z.
without.
Like you just it's
it's even
countless.
like these little weird honorable mentions.
Back
that
in the,
no
even
one goes
back,
out.
I mean, LL, come on, bro. Like you just they in there. These just whatever number you choose to put them at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're in that mix. At any moment, they could be in the top 5.
Yeah.
Any day, you wake up and you're like, oh, now it's
Bumping
LL
this
Prodigy,
today. Yeah.
this guy and this guy and this guy. Like you know what I'm saying, or this girl or whatever. Like you know what I mean?
What do you think about Nas Lost Tapes, the first one? Did you get deep into that? It's sick.
It's amazing.
It's incredible. It really
Gotta love it.
captures
It's
something
one of
there.
my favorite songs.
Oh my God. It's what they want. They want.
Do-Rag.
good.
Do-Rag's on there, right?
Do-Rags is maybe, like, it's one of the best
It's
things
on there,
ever
right? It's on
happened.
there, right?
It's the,
Is Blazer 50
is it
on
the
there?
first song? Yeah.
Blazer 50
Do-Rags, I think, is the first track on the album.
Word. That song's crazy.
Pushing drop top, Stacy Lattisaw tapes, the 80s had us all late. It's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so good, bro.
Really good.
Gotta Love is my joint on there, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they want, huh? That bass line is
That little bit of AZ in there, but I Did It My Way is also incredible on
Oh,
that
yeah,
album.
for sure,
If we're
for
really
sure,
gonna
for
go
sure, for
into
sure.
this, that can't be overlooked.
Yes. Oh no, it's one of his best albums, even though it's a bunch of throwaway joints and
Yeah.
people don't call it an album because it's throwaway joints. And I'm like,
But
you
it's
can't do that.
definitely-
That's what's on? Oh no, Book of Rhymes is on. Hip Hop
That's
is Dead. It's
something
not on
else.
that.
Yeah.
It's not on that.
I like that.
But yeah,
Gandhi was a fool. There's some funny ones in that thing, yeah.
the second one had Static had a joint on there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, on the second Lost Tapes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he might have 2. No, I think one joint.
Nice work, Static.
Yes.
Really. What's your Instagram situation, or where do you try to drive people to? DJ Deadeye.
At Deadeye STDOT.
All right, at Deadeye STDOT. Because it's ST dot. That's what we rarely call it.
Yes, ST dot.
Yeah.
That's why I drive people out for the socials.
Yeah.
And then I'm all over the YouTubes, you know.
Oh, yeah, everywhere. You just type in Deadeye.
Yeah,
and
DJ
he's gonna
Deadeye.
come up.
DJ Deadeye. And the first 5, at least 5 pages of Google should be me.
Yeah. I like the confidence there. What's up with your boy Superstar Snook? Did he just put out some new music?
Yes, he just
Tell
put out
me
an
about
album
that.
called Too Old for This.
Too old for this.
Yeah.
Give me your early odd review on the album. I know you already
it's
knew all the
amazing,
tracks.
bro. Snuck's incredible. I think he tapped in a little more with the double time rap on this one.
Yeah.
And because that's what kind of like the people who really are into his music, they want him to do that more. So I think he tapped into it a little bit more, and the vibes a little bit more grown up. Obviously, it's called Too Old for This.
Yeah.
Real life situations on there. You know,
It's very
heartbreak
honest like
shit.
that,
you know, just very well rounded album, and it's only 8 songs, but he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, he got the super crazy 90s sounding joint with Term and Easy, you know what I mean, on there, and then it's just a very well done situation. I'm proud of him for that.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely check out Superstar Snook. Too old for this.
yeah. Def. He did a joint called what's the DC one called? Do you know?
With DC, the MIDI alien.
He did an album with DC before this. That's incredible.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yes.
I just forget the name of the album, but fire.
Right.
Shout out DC, man. It's my guy.
Yeah, we love DC, the MIDI alien in here. Wild child. Patrick, you want to switch seats here with Solmaria for a second? Yeah. Click. You got that. You're good. So let's run through one thing here. People that you definitely can't overlook that helped you along the way that you got to give love to.
Me?
Yeah. People that put
shout
you
out,
on.
shout out all the early DJs that I used to DJ with. You know what I'm saying? Urkel, Sun, Jera, Lus,
Lus, yes,
Hot
DJ
to Death,
Sun.
Hot to Death. Shout out my man DJ 40 from back in the day. Elliot Ness.
Yeah.
Man, there was a lot of like just key people early in the situation. Shout out 360. Shout out Crumb Snatcher. Shout out
Kabuki.
Shout out all the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that was all the early stuff. You know what I mean? So you gotta shout them out. They got me like to get to a place where I could be like, okay, I kind of sort of feel like I know what I want to do. You know what I mean? So, and then it ended up
Playground Records.
Yeah, that was my joint, bro. You already know. That was right on Essex Street. That was my shit. I used to get all the New York DJs that put out mixtapes were in that store.
They were there.
So that was
like, that's how I knew DJ Clue. Like you had to
go to Playground to get it
every
you know
time.
What I mean?
Just
and it was
burning tapes
Clue,
in the back corner.
It was Tony Touch. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely much too
Mr.
much.
C era, like Dirty Harry, all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love
different times, man.
Records.
Different times.
Oh yeah.
I remember Playground got the Wu-Tang album, Wu-Tang Forever, like a few weeks before it had come out, right? But they only had the vinyl.
Yeah.
And I didn't have tables at the time, so I was like, I'm not buying it. What I'm gonna do with it? You know what I mean? Because it was like it wasn't even like in my brain that it would like be a. You know what I'm saying? Like to have it, you know what I'm saying?
Classic thing.
But then what happened was
first run. Yeah.
That day was obviously a Tuesday because that's when albums came out back then.
Always on Tuesdays.
So I'm in school. I'm like, yo, after school, I'm going immediately to buy the shit, right?
Newbury Comics.
Yeah, I had heard, and then rewind, I had heard Triumph on Tony Touch 50. Well, originally, the Inspector Deck verse was on Tony Touch 50 MCs.
Okay, yeah.
Over the shadow boxing beat.
Yeah.
The Bomb Atomically is on Tony Touch 50.
Yeah.
And then it came out on I forget 53 the song or something like that. Whatever the tape was, 55, 53, one of those joints. I bought it at Playground.
Yeah.
Had Triumph on it. I was like, this is about to be crazy, right? So then boom, fast forward to the day I'm in school. I'm like, I'm going immediately after school to get this shit, right? I can't wait for the day to end. I'm in lunch. My man Jose, who is a super hip hop head, like he would have stuff that like I just wasn't like really hip to those artists like that. That's the artists he was into. Like I just wasn't hip. Not all of them. Some of them I was, but he put me onto like Outkast and things like that. You know what I mean? So, he's like, yo, check it out. Boom, puts it on the headphones on my ears. It's the album. He goes, yo, I skipped the first 2 periods and went to the store and bought it. I was like, yo, I couldn't believe that shit. But yeah, man, shit like that.
I love it.
But yeah, Playground was the shit, man.
Incredible. Those times
shout out
were like no other.
Who was it? Lenny and Pace.
I don't remember the other dude's name. Yeah. But they
shout out my man like Sonic who used to work in there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep. Back in the day.
Burning CDs.
Yo.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Go to his house. Get CDs burned. Yeah. Lawrence Street there. Yeah.
Yo, crazy. You know what's wild is that now that stuff, I own that stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
Those
just
CD
crazy.
burners?
Yeah.
Laser printers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I got them from Snaps.
Really?
Yeah.
From Snaps, yeah. That's really who it was.
Yeah. Shout out Sonic though, that's my man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, back in the day.
Pat, you ever buy a hip hop album in your life?
Whew, crikey. I think I had this thing way back in the 80s. We said Lottie Dottie earlier.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was on there, and it was this red cassette tape. But it had some different mix on it, and I definitely had License to Ill, and that's not really,
That was the extent of the hip-hop.
No, and I think I had
Boys.
that little Cool J tape as well. Back
Like that Mama Said Knock
Oh,
You Out
man,
song.
yeah, I love Cool J.
in the day.
sure.
Then
Yeah,
they-
radio was on that tape that I had too.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we used to sit there play Nintendo, that 1986 baseball and listen to
What?
that stuff.
I think I might have that game. I might have
Is
that
it the
game.
64, whatever it is, that
Yeah.
little square box there?
What were you listening to?
What I was listening to in that era, crikey, I think my first tape might have been like Motley Crue in the early 80s, Shot of the Devil. It
Hairband
twisted
times,
Sister
yeah.
Stay Hungry, but then you know where my path went as they shipped me off to prep school, and I came back a jam band hippie type guy,
Yeah.
Grateful Dead and
Insane.
Fish.
And sure,
That's
Pat
right,
was going to
Panic.
go to the NHL, but he's crazy, so he didn't. He just beat everybody up along the way. And
Well, that's part of the game,
He is.
Fight for fighting, man. But long hair and goal scorers and servers and hockey players. But hey, I've gotten a great education from Deadeye, Vinyl Villain, and Solmaria tonight on the just north shore of Boston here. Scene, you guys got a lot of cool history and a lot of great big name artists that you worked with. Man, that's really
Word, man. Yeah, it's a blessing.
It
Man.
was cool listening to the stories.
I agree with
great.
you. Who were some artists that you're actually recording over your beats? Like, who are your frontline men? Men, women,
I just
humans.
dropped a project with Giles from Van Buren Records. They're
Giles?
collective- yeah, they're
How's that
collective out
spelled?
of, Brockton, Jiles.
All right. They're out of Brockton, Massachusetts. Rock City of Champions. What's good?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Off Route 24.
508.
Let's go. Yeah.
So yeah, just dropped a project with him called Mookie Blaylock.
Oh, I've been seeing that go by on your page. A lot of Mookie Blaylock. I got to be honest, kind of confusing me because I just go right to basketball and there's pictures of
Yeah.
Mookie associated with it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what's the thing here?
So yeah,
It's like
that's-
this Joyner Lucas Will Smith thing going on?
No, I don't know anything about that. But the project is called Mookie Blaylock, and it's based off of the NBA player, Mookie Blaylock, Mookie Blaylock. Giles came to me with the idea. He said he wanted to do a project with that theme, kind of like Blue Chips, the Action Bronson project. They did with
Okay.
Party Supplies.
Yeah.
And just pepper in like basketball clips throughout the project type shit to connect it all. And then we looked into Mookie Blaylock, and he kind of had a fucked up career.
In what sense? Give me some Mook details,
Well, he was an ill player, throughout his NBA career, but then after, so I believe he had seizures, and long story short, he ended up one night driving drunk. He crashed his car and killed some woman. Went to jail.
That's what Mookie Blaylock did?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
So when I pulled it up, the first picture I saw was his mugshot, and I was like, "Damn, this guy fucked up."
Yeah.
Mookie.
Yeah.
So Maria, if you want to play with the switcher there, you can change cameras and see those where the red button is. Those four. You can do anything you want or nothing.
Mike's live too.
All right. If that's the kind of thing you're into. Oh yeah, and that mic is live. Yeah. Carry on.
So that's who recently has rapped over
Giles.
production.
That's
Yes.
one human.
Yes.
How do we check out this Mookie Blaylock project?
It's everywhere. Spotify, YouTube.
How's the
Audio
response?
Mac. It's been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been great. Everybody's, saying great things. Classic, that word gets thrown around. But
What's the Put me on to one song on it that's gonna introduce me to this. That you're like, this is the vibe. This is the one that's gonna grab you. What is it? Because I'm gonna listen to it right after this.
My favorite
Deadeye.
song is probably the last song on the album. Is probably Free Steve.
Free Steve.
Yeah.
All right. Have you heard Free Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the album.
All right.
You did too.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, nah, man, that's what we're pushing right now.
Yeah, I can see that, and I can tell that people are reacting to it. That's a good feeling, right?
It is, yeah. We spent a lot of time on it, you know, almost a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, to have it finally come out and you know the response be what it is, and yeah.
Yeah. Total number of tracks on that is?
I think we totaled it in at 16.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very
so
good.
full length. You know, there's a couple like shorter songs, you know, like freestyles.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
So yeah, you know, but I think it clocks in at like 33 minutes.
After Giles, who else is your frontline crew?
Well, I've worked with a lot of New York artists. Underground artists from New York, Fast Life, Ito,
Yep.
Rim, from the Villains.
How does that happen? How do you get tied into the underground hip-hop scene in New York and start getting your beats out there from the internet?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say, like we said earlier, like through social media,
Yeah.
you know, everything kind of nowadays starts through Instagram.
Yeah.
And then networking at events.
Yeah.
And yeah, just driving out to New York, going to shows.
So are you out there in the live music environment? You're going to
absolutely.
shows? Are you on stage at shows?
Lately, yeah, I've
Yeah.
been doing live beat sets and stuff like that.
Oh,
around
yeah?
Here, yeah.
No doubt. Look at you.
Hell yeah.
You love that?
Love it. Absolutely.
Live beats, that seems like it might be a little uncomfortable. It's like the looping thing. Live looping, there's a little stress that goes with it.
Yeah,
right?
you know.
I'm trying to have a good time up here.
It
How do
can
I
be.
not have to play this guitar anymore? How can I do
So,
less and
I've
have
kind
more
of found
fun?
a trick. And what I've done lately is, I stopped like bringing the drum machine.
Yeah.
And I started bringing my CDJ
Yeah, yeah.
and just running Serato and kind of making it like a DJ thing.
I got you.
So I'll play remixes. I'll play songs that I've done, beats, different shit. And even sometimes I'll just, you know, if there's a mic there, I'll tell people like, yo, if you like something, you know what I mean? You want to rap, grab the mic and kind of let that. So then it kind of takes the pressure
You gotta
off
get
me.
Solmaria to go over there.
You're at the clinic, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get to go, but I saw you on the
Yeah.
flyer. Yep.
All right, look at that.
Yeah, so the last Sunday of every month, which just
You got
know,
busy Sundays, son.
That's it, man. You know what I
Sunday
mean? You gotta
samples
stay.
into the clinic.
That's it, yeah. So the last Sunday of every month, yeah,
Double up.
freestyle clinic at the Middle East on the corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you could get good food at the same time.
facts.
That's the reality. Did we miss anything here today? How you feeling?
I'm good, man.
Yeah. Anything we definitely want to get out there? What are you pushing heavy right now, promoting that
shit,
we may have
man.
overlooked?
I put my last album out last year. It's called Intervention.
Yeah.
We got 20 joints.
It's
got like
insane.
a bunch of underground, you know, legends on there, and up and comers and dudes doing their thing heavy.
Yeah.
And then I just put out a mixtape with Redman, Wu-Tang, PD Crack, and Nems.
Yeah.
Called Sour Power Volume 4, and then it's like my 4th mixtape with Redman. So I got that on Bandcamp.
I love that. That
DJ
whole
Deadeye.
Sour Power series.
Yeah, DJDeadeye.bandcamp.com is the site where you could check all the mixtapes.
Yeah, and that's where you should be purchasing it from, is just go directly into his pockets. Nobody else get involved. That's a good
Facts.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And no
That's
reason to
actually
get
the
somebody in the middle.
admirable thing to do.
It is.
To be honest,
And it
because
doesn't really even take much additional effort.
these other avenues are just like, man, they're squeezing everything, everything possible.
Oh, it starts
So
to
it's
hurt.
better for y'all to go directly to the source, you know, for sure.
When you get that printout that comes from like your royalties, and you, like the first time you get it and you look at it and you're like, wow, so many people are listening to my music. And I'm like going through the pages. I'm like, this is crazy. And then it's $48.72. I'm like, what do you mean? That's
How
like,
does that add
That's
up?
crazy.
Yeah.
what?
Math's not mathing.
And then,
Yeah, that
and then
first
sometimes,
time I saw that, I was like, I'm gonna focus on other things because I could just sell like 48 single
then
downloads.
you check the
over-
next week and it's at 49.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You know what I mean? You made all the like money you was gonna make like that first week or two, and then it's just like the trickle down effect afterwards. You're getting the pennies or the half a pennies or the
That's what it.
third of
Well, when you
pennies.
look at the individual listings, then you see it's like 0.0001,
Oh yeah.
and you're like, oh, all right. So it's
We'll
gonna
see
take
the game.
100 listens to get to 1 penny.
Yep.
See what's going on here.
A billion streams, I think, is like $1,500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bananas.
A billion, bro.
Yeah. So that's
That
not
shit's
the lane.
crazy,
That's
crazy.
not the lane. I
Yeah, it's
understand
not the
why
lane.
people are upset about that, but
Oh yeah.
So what,
I think the next. I mean, I got a theory, but I think the
let's
next
hear the theory.
strike is gonna be a music strike.
Yeah?
Yeah. 'Cause I think musicians are seeing what's happening with the, you know,
These massive
actors
online
and with the
streaming
writers.
platforms. Yeah.
the actors and the writers going through it. I think musicians are starting to see the same thing too,
Yeah.
because they've been getting squeezed out of bread from the tech companies.
Even
Yeah.
ticket
And the-
prices as well, right?
And then the labels work directly with the tech services, so they supersede the artists and then like give you like the shavings. You feel me?
I know.
And then what
I
he's
see
saying,
it happen all the time.
then what he's saying with the
Okay.
with the ticket prices, that's because Ticketmaster and Live Nation have a monopoly,
yeah.
Stronghold.
Yeah.
stronghold. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, boy.
Gnarly.
So and then Live Nation owns the radio stations, so they dictate what is going on in both
That's
situations. You know what I mean? And that all happened because they deregulated radio in like 90 something, and that made it so like one company could own like
Everything.
like
Yeah.
400 or 500 stations.
And that's why you all really listen
Before
to country
that-
music now.
Before that, it was in the mid 90s, I think, or late 90s or something.
Why do
and,
people listen to country music?
Because Live Nation decided that they were going to implement country music into all of their networks on the coastal locations instead of just in the middle of the country.
That's why Taylor Swift tickets are
And
$1 bazillion.
boom, 3 months later, everybody you knew was going to Country Fest, and you
Yeah.
never heard anything about country before.
And country,
I was wondering where
there are
That's how it
artists that are categorized
Put
in
it on
country.
mainstream.
There are artists that are categorized in country that are good, like great artists, like timeless artists. But like the bottom at the at the end of the day, like country's just like whitewashed blues.
I don't know
Like,
what
let's
it
keep it a
is.
buck. They're both complaining. It's just you
Not as good.
dress like this and you don't look like the sweaty homie with the guitar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like some Waylon Jennings. You know what I mean? If I'm-
Yeah,
that's
like
a real lot of
there's
country.
great artists that are categorized in the country thing, but like their music ain't really country. It's more like it's the blues. It's
That's
just
real country. Like
It's like
I'm talking about the new wave country.
what's the homie Johnny Cash? Like his shit is just the
that's
blues. You know what I'm saying? But he's an old white guy, so they put him in
Suit
country.
on.
You feel me? Like it's corny because that's not his. A bunch of those.
Johnny and Willie.
You know, even Willie, like, you know what I mean? I guess you can categorize it as that if you want, but it's just rock mixed
because
with
of the way
the
they look.
blues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying to me, Deadeye, is that white guys can't sing the blues?
No, they can. But what I'm saying is categorize it as the blues. Don't make them country music.
I got you. So what are we pushing for you? We're doing Mookie Blaylock. Definitely check that out.
Yeah, Mookie
on the
all day.
at the real Vinyl Villain page.
Real one. The real
Yeah.
one. You know?
And Deadeye's Sour Power 4 is bananas.
But check
I know
'em all.
bananas aren't sour, so what should I say? It's lemon.
Warhead.
No, it's a warhead status. Yo. Wow. Sour Patch Kids for days. Definitely check it out. What's your thing? At Deadeye ST.
ST dot.
That's right. And that dot is DOT.
Yes.
Not talking about the Department of Transportation, though.
No, we is not.
No. And Phall Roots over here, we can't talk about what he has going on in his life.
Yeah, we got some ski resort stuff coming up this winter, so
play some music.
Yeah, we got 5 gigs in Lincoln. We'll have some in Bethel, Maine, and then we're going to Henniker this weekend.
That's right. Henniker loves you.
Yeah, Henniker Brewing Company. We're coming for you.
Taylor.
So, what's the band? What kind of music?
Phall Roots. So P Hall was my initials. Roots.
Phall Roots.
And then we do some, we kind of follow a lot of the jammy type stuff. Actually, coming up on a year, Michael and I, I released Newborn Soul right out of here with Involvement music.
Rushed.
And I thought I was doing good with 13,000 hits, but almost in 1 year, Mikey, that's where we're at right now.
I know.
Wow,
but it's all organic, you know what I mean? It's just a little video and kind of rolling with that. We got a second one going to be released too soon.
You own everything, man. That's all that matters.
100% ownership. That's the beauty of that.
That's the name of the game.
Yeah, that's right. Well, actually, some of it comes to me, I think.
Mikey gets a cut somewhere along the line.
You know how it goes. Yeah, so that's it. I love you guys for being here. I appreciate you for coming out of your house.
Appreciate it.
You. Do we have? You guys have real names? Not that Deadeye and Vinyl Villain are not real names by any means. But do we get to hear what those are? Why? All right,
it's more mysterious to keep it.
People could just for nothing else than an awkward
It's not gonna
moment.
sound as cool as our names.
It's more
man.
So it's like
My mama called me Deadeye fresh out of the hole.
No. Now, mom named Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay.
Mine's is the same.
That's right. I love you.
Love you too.
Phall Roots, Deadeye, Vinyl Villain, Solmaria. Why don't you come over here? Just sit on the floor right here for this final section here, so you can say peace with all of us. You all right with that? I think so. Yeah, it's like easy. Where's that easy button? That's
glasses,
it, y'all.
right?
It's offering something. Peace signs up. You are incredible. Yeah.